Okay, I'm looking at the timer on here and it looks like it went to a different video, so I apologize. I do hate that I'm not very good at this. Anyway, here are the tape laces that I have collected over a number of years. And if you're only joining me at this point in time, then you really ought to see the previous video I made and kind of see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these tape laces. We've already discussed this particular tape and how it's a foundation piece for the tape laces. We also had a quick look at some examples of tape lace that is known as Battenberg. So the Battenberg tape came in on cards like this. This one's from Germany. Lots of the pieces I have found are from Germany. There are also, and I am going to move around a lot because I want y'all to see some things. There are other tapes that I have found that are pre-made and decorated in beautiful patterns and even other colors, but for the most part, these colors, the whites. Here's the basic tape. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. And as you can see, either edge has little threads that can be grabbed to use with a needle or a bobbin. And there's where we break off into groups, different art forms. Other tapes I've got collected and just wrapped up around some old spools. So these are the tapes. There are different ones, different edgings, different styles. And I've also discussed these, the turtles. Here's a better close-up of them. These packaged ones are from Germany as well. As I said, I really believe that this is the most common turtle out there, and I find it the most, so that's why I would assume that. So let's put these turtles aside, and I want to go and look at some other pieces that I've collected. I'm going to talk about some more of the tapes that I have. And the tapes have really not been my very favorites, but because they are part of what makes this style of lace, I want to have some in my collection so that I can refer to them and enjoy them because they are really beautiful. There are tapes and turtles. And in tatting, I was telling you how there are arcs and circles that make up tatting. Well, with the tape laces, I have found that there's the tapes and the turtles that make up the piece of lace. Here are some more tapes. Tapes with turtles. This is a real good example of that. So a turtle has already been incorporated into this piece of tape. So instead of buying just that little tiny piece there of turtles and then adding tapes to the exterior of those turtles, the manufacturer had already done so. Here's another example of that German thing. Remember those little loops when I was talking to y'all about tatting? Those are called picots, P-I-C-O-T. The picots were used to pick up put a thread through it to hold things together. So there we have some more examples of the tapes. Now let's look at some. My favorites are the turtles. Actually, here's another tape just real quick. Let me get that in focus. There it goes. Remember that basic turtle I showed you? Look, it's right there. It's that same little turtle, and yet this has already had an edge put on it with the picots on it. There, that's better. Sorry about the shadows. My lighting is horrible. Okay, my very favorite things. So much so that I have made a sample card of them. Maybe I should have used this to begin with. You can see the different examples. This is what I personally have. Oh, and this is what I was looking for too. This is a good part to stop and show this. These are the turtles. Obviously, they are shaped like the back of a turtle. And these are exquisite. I love them. Here's some little examples of the turtles. This is examples of the different types of, particularly that one I find all the time, but the different sizes and styles of the basic turtle. Here's the different tapes. I don't have all of my tapes examples on this card, but there are some right there. These are also a part of the lace making process. As you'll see, these are all the picot strips. The little tiny loops are picots. Just like on the edge of the turtles here, you can use this for the same thing. It was a piece that was used to join. And so let's go on. Let's look at some of these a little closer up. This is, if not my favorite, it's my second favorite. I have a lot of these that I am in love with. This is an example of a turtle that has in the middle of it what looks to be little clunies or leaves. I've seen the word for that particular insect called both leaves or clunies. It's made with either a needle or bobbins, but it is threads, and those threads are woven in and out to make a weaving for each one of those little tiny leaves, and they're exquisite. Here's another example. This one, let me flip that over. I think I do have the original packing on it. Sort of. Let's see, that was also out of focus. My husband is knocking on the back door, but I told him I would be there. Oh, manufactured in England. I was trying to look at it through the camera lens. That's silly. Okay, this is a linen, and it too has beautiful, gorgeous threading decoration in it. Now, if you can imagine putting all of these together to make a lace, we're going to look at some of that too. Here's an example of one that is the little turtles put together with these little threads. And here, of course, is the tapes. They're foundation pieces, the tapes and the turtles. In between are the fine threads. Oh, my poor husband. I hope he's not stuck. I may have to stop again, y'all. Sorry. But just real good examples of that. He knows I'm taping, so maybe he'll realize. Another example. Nope, I'm going to have to go. I apologize. Look for another one, y'all. Look for another video.